Greetings, greetings, divine light workers. Give thanks and praises unto the Most High Ra, and we give thanks to the waters above and waters below. Our mother, Mama Shi, Mama Tegbe. Yes, the controller of the sound. So we give thanks, for the revelations she has been giving to me every day. We give thanks. Sin. Now let's talk about energy. So we say God is energy. That means that the higher the energy, the godly one becomes. Just like it is written, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of the sinners, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. And in the law do he meditate day and night, and he shall be like a tree, which is planted by the rivers of water. And it goes on and it goes on. His leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever he does, he will prosper. So if we are not prospering in everything that we are doing, settling, we are not what? Godly. Period. No argument. Because you have to prosper and you have to become like a tree. What does tree do? Let's look at the trees. Trees can stay for 500 to thousands of years. Bigger trees can stay for 5,000 of years. The Iroko tree, the famous baobab tree, can stand for 5,000 before, probably it start to go down. And even that is even due to human nature over exploiting, and some animals also trying to find water within, the roots, and then, makes it to fall down. Especially the elephants, they like to fetch water from the baobab, you see. But simply put, even 1,000 years for a tree, it's not joke. And so therefore, what does the tree uses to stay for that 1,000 and become bigger and not shrinking? It is the light, family. It is the light. All right. The sun gazing, sun bathing. All the plants, they are all gazing through their leaves, taking in the light, the photons into, their leaves, through their leaves, the pores of the leaves, and then the chlorophyll or the chloroplast, synthesize it with water from the roots, and the air, because the plants, they need what? Carbon dioxide, and we need oxygen. And so they do this to form food, glucose for themselves. And so they grow bigger and fresher, and their leaves always green and green and green and green. No, no withering, always green and fresh. And so why can't we do the same when we are rather created in the image and the likeness of the Almighty? Why can't we do the same? Why can't we let go food? That is why we have to trust the Lord. When they say trust the Lord, it's talking about the Son. Trust the Lord. Put all your faith. Trust the Lord. Trust the process. All right? Deliberately, they have to use food as relationship so that we will forget about our relationship with our Creator. And so they gave us another relationship. We need a relationship. We need the original ship, but they gave us another ship, which is food, McDonald's, KFC, and all them chains of food. And so therefore we have to go into that ship, and that ship is sinking. So we don't need that. The more you absorb the energy, the less hunger you become. That means you gradually drop the relationship with what? Their foods. that they have given us. The food that you take in become lesser, lesser, and then you are getting closer to the divinity. You will become like the trees, because we never see any tree going to McDonald's yet. We never see any tree going to buy bread yet. They are standing at one place and they are making their food, tapping the energy from the ground and making their food. They are always in meditation. Why can't we do the same? Because we are so busy. The system makes us busy. Of course, we need money because that's what they have created for us. We need that relationship. And so we have to chase money. So we have to chase diamonds. We have to chase golds and pearls and this and that. And then we forgot about the original thing. We forgot. And so therefore, we gain the world and then we lose our souls. The soul that sinneth shall die. Sin, sometimes people say, oh, you become very skinny when you are let go in food and stuff. Beloved, it is not so. The more you clean yourself, the more your body opens. The more you clean yourself, the more your body opens, the more the energy comes in, the more you expand, the more you build. This light build muscles. Okay? This light build muscles. Those early people, early gurus, and early practitioners and seekers that started to live on light, they didn't know the secret. What I'm telling you, they did not clean their body enough. They just jump onto the wagon of pranic living or living on light. And so, therefore, some of them suffered terribly. They were getting low energy and low energy as the year goes by. But you are not supposed to have low energy. You're supposed to have higher energy and build the more the light comes into you. And most of them did not even do sun gazing and they didn't do sun bathing. They were just inside room, and sometimes they go and make some 1 or 2 walks in nature and do breathing exercise, and they say they are breatharians. Most of them have to quit because it's not competition. They have to quit because they were shrinking, they were dying. You see, that is why I did not rush. I allowed Ra himself to teach me and Mother Earth to teach me gradually from grounding to sun gazing. And then everything has become completed now. That's it. We have to just eat for pleasure, not for because we are hungry. It's just for pleasure, for occasions. When we go and meet friends and families. Yeah, because we are masters. We can break some, 1 or 2 with the family and drink 1 or 2 with the family because we are masters and we can purify later. Because even we are on fire, our body is always purifying when we do sun gazing. All right? We are not saying you should put tape on your mouth. But what I'm saying is that a time will come. The more the light is coming to you, the less relationship you will have with food. Because the original source of energy is Ra. And so when Ra is coming to you, you have to let go others. Because you can't serve 2 masters. You can't serve 2 masters. You have to trust the Lord with all your soul and your heart. With all. You have to worship. That's why they say what? You have to love thy God with all your soul and your mind. You have to love thy God. And then he will give you the manna every day. All the time. Because we have what we call prana. And we have prana from the air, prana from the ground, and a prana from the sun. And so therefore you have to tap all this prana. People talk about pranic living, and we see them, they look so weak and so bony. No, you must be broad. You must be what we call lean. You must not be bony like skeleton, because vitamin D build muscles. So how come somebody says that they are guru, they are this, they are that, and they are not eating and this and that, and they look so weak? It means they don't have vitamin D enough. It means their pineal gland is not big enough. All right. And so when you go and check HRM, the Indian man that teaches about sunlight and sun gazing, yeah? If you look at his body, nobody will tell you. He looks so big, he looks so fresh, but he drinks only buttermilk, liquids. And sometimes he goes, a month without any milk at all, just drinking hot water, because the plant, they also need water and they need air and sunlight. That's it. Good structured water, and you're good. Food must not be an issue, and we must not waste our money on that. We must not waste our money on that, because in the end, we are looking for electrons. That's all. And it's abundant on earth. We just have to allow ourselves, be an open-minded person, and so that it can come in, so that the light can come in, so that you will shine. That's it. Give thanks. One love.